Hello everybody, this is Thor is MTG and we are back with another deck. We are taking a sacrifice theme deck and focusing in on the Vivien on the hunt and her plus ability. When we sacrifice a creature with that plus ability, we can get something of equal or +1 mana. The main point is to get us to draw into Cemetery Desecrator and Ghalta and Mavren. We have a number of cards that will get us there with sacrifice. We're going to be utilizing a lot of entering and leaving the battlefield effects to maximize the sacrifice ability of Vivien. We have a Panicked Bystander, Undead Butler, and Circuit Mender. They have good abilities when they exit and leave the battlefield. We also have a Morbid Opportunist that takes advantage of dying creatures, and Extraction Specialist to bring back those dead creatures. We also have Chaplain of Alms that has the ability to give us everything Ward 1 with its Disturb effect as well. At the top we have Elias of Forgotten Archangel to save creatures for us and to keep our hand loaded so that we can maximize Vivien's sacrifice effect. We also have an Archfiend of the Dross to quickly eat up an opponent's life total and can sacrifice it when we need to. Vorinclex for a big body trampler and reacher, and Ao the Dawn Sky to try and look through our hand to get more creatures on the field. To handle an opponent's board, we have a Skyfisher Spider to destroy any target we like with our sacrifice effect. So let's try this deck out and make sure to stay to the end where I go over how the deck did. Alright, so the opponent is going to be going first. I think that we can keep this. So they play out a forest. Okay, so they just grab another forest. Let's see, what are we gonna do? Let's play the farmland. That way we have extraction specialist, but we would have it anyways. But I wanted to make sure that we have the plains ready. Got a Morbid Opportunist as another option. They are ramping big time. Wow, that's a big time ramp. That is a lot of ramp. Let's go Undead Butler, throw that down. Okay. What'd we lose? We lost another Undead and an Extraction Specialist. Wow, this is a big ramp. This is big ramp. Let's go either Morbid or Extraction. Let's go Morbid. Let's go Morbid Opportunist. We're not going to attack. Opponent has the option of 6 mana here. Let's see what they throw down on us. We got a lot of mana to work with. Let's see if they have anything. Invasion of Zendikar, more ramp. It's a lot of mana. That becomes a 3/3. You're gonna block and you're gonna die. I would love to take the action. We'll grab the Extraction Specialist. Plains. I think I'm going to go Extraction Specialist first. Then the Skyfisher Spider can come next turn. Oh, we dropped our Vivien. We dropped a Vivien. We lost a Vivien. So Skyfisher Spider is going to come down. We're going to sacrifice the Undead Butler. Hopefully they play something big here because we want to save the Skyfisher Spider for the big ticket item that they have. So that becomes a 3/3. What does this turn into? Just mana. I think we just let it go through. I want them to play something big. Renin 7. Not as big as I was hoping. It's a big creature. So throw the Shattered Sanctum down. I think we're gonna go the Skyfisher Spider. I'm gonna sacrifice that. I'm gonna get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. Do we have anything else in our graveyard? No? Okay. So we're gonna grab the Spider. We draw another Morbid Opportunist. And I'm gonna go no blocks. A couple turns away from playing Ghalta and Mavren just straight up. Opponent's still ramping. Don't know what they're ramping to, but they are still ramping into something. They got a lot of mana to work with. See what opponent chooses to do. So what are we going to do with our next turn? So Titan of Industry comes down. That's a destroy. So if they put a shield counter on, we can't destroy the Titan of Industry. So they put the shield counter on that. Okay. We just need to get to Ghalta and Mavren, and then I think we do very well once we get to them. So they're hitting us with 10. Let's just gain some life. Yeah, let's just gain some of that life back. Let's destroy one of their forests. We draw a card and we draw Vivien on the Hunt. We also have a Panicked Bystander. So we could go... The Extraction Specialist isn't going to help us too much. Where do we have 5 mana again? AO? Maybe. I think that the Spider... Well, we need something else on the field. So let's go Panicked Bystander. And then let's go Spider. Sacrifice the Panicked Bystander. We'll get rid of the Titan of Industry. Draw Liesa. No attacks. So then we've got Ghalta and Mavren next turn. My hand is an absolute mess right now. Let's organize this hand a little bit more. Looks a little better. Alright, up to the opponent to decide what they want to do. We're gonna have Ghalta and Mavren ready next turn. It's just a matter of... And they lost 2 Rexes and a Titan of Industry. That's a lot of heat. So opponent plays Awaken the Woods. That's a lot of 1/1s. Can we take 7? They think we can take 7. Let's just take 7. Play another Shattered. We're gonna play the Ghalta. Okay, so let's attack with the Spider. Go get the Wrenn and 7. And let's go there. Attack them. Let's see what they choose to do. They're going to block it out. I understand. But that does eat up a lot of their 1/1s. We draw a card and we draw another Boseiju, which means we're going to... Well, we don't necessarily have to. We don't have to play one. Let's see what big card they've got now. So that was how many Awaken the Woods they've used? 1, 2, 3. We've got the 2 T-Rexes. A Vorinclex. Let's see how many more lands. Voice Crack. We grab 2 more lands. They play the lands. They could just make one really big creature. Alright, so Vorinclex comes back transformed. That's pretty good. Alright, so that was the plan. That was the plan. Okay. So... how many spiders we got left? Because we could go Vivien on the hunt, get rid of the Morbid Opportunists. How many cards are they down to? Down to 20. Okay. I think we go Vivien on the hunt. We're gonna sacrifice the Morbid Opportunist. We're gonna go get the Spider. I'm gonna sacrifice the other Spider. Get rid of the Vorinclex. Yeah, I would like to gain life. Throw the Boseiju down. And then we'll get rid of that. Hopefully they don't have another Vorinclex. I'll have to go through their graveyard again. And I think we're going to hold back. Let's see, we've got 1, 4, 8, 12, 16. I think I'm gonna hold back. No attacks. So that's 2 Vorinclexes down. So 2 Vorinclexes, 2 T-Rexes, Titan of Industries. So they could be approaching. We got 18 cards left. See if Ren and 7. See what Ren and 7 chooses to do. They create a really big creature. Do we have one more spider? Yeah, we've got another spider. Okay. So we are going to play the Circuit Mender. We will sacrifice the Circuit Mender. Go get our last spider. We'll draw that card. Sacrifice the spider. Get rid of you. I'll take the action. Probably should have played the Lysa before, which makes my next decision. What do we want to do? We've got 1, 2, 3, 6 mana available. We have in a graveyard Panicked Bystander. I think I'm gonna play the Lysa and I think that we are going to where X is the number of other attacking creatures. Do we go for it? I think that we could wait. Or do we just go for it? Let's just go for it. Oh, shoot. Oh, that was a big mess up. I pushed the wrong button. Let's see what they end up doing. They just let it. They just take it. All right, let's recap. Other attacking creatures. Other. Everything is other. There's Ward 4. Okay. They've got a... If they want to plus Ren, they're gonna... Okay, they drop... So they're down to 12. Let's see. What do we want to do? We're going to play the forest. Let's see. What do we want to do? Let's Let's play Morbid Opportunist. And then we're gonna get Extraction Specialist. We'll get the Panicked Bystander out. Let's sack the Panicked Bystander. I think I want to grab the Circuit Mender. See what the opponent is waiting on. We got a bunch of stuff in our waiting. Cemetery Desecrator. We'll go Archfiend of the Dross. Do they have anything with reach? They do not have anything with reach. So it's the power of 4. Let's create a bunch. So each of us have big boards at this point in the game. So they use the thing with shield, with the shield. Opponent's thinking. That's 12. Okay. So we'll just hit him. Ghalta should go back to our hand. Oh, they're going to exile it. That's smart. That was smart. Smart by them on that play. Panicked Bystander goes to our hand. That was smart to grab that Topiary Stomper. That's okay. They didn't hit a big thing. They didn't hit a big thing. I don't think we need to sacrifice anything at this point. I think that should be game, though. It should be game. Archfiend of the Dross and Liesa winning us that game. Should have played Archfiend earlier. Should have gone and gotten Archfiend earlier. That would have won. Those spiders come in big in that game, too. Don't forget about those nasty spiders. Alright, so we are going first. This is a pretty strong keep. We're going to throw the Sanctum down. Generous Visitor. Alright. Another Panicked Bystander. Let's throw that down. Alright, what is Generous Visitor going to be able to put a +1/+1 counter on? Themself or the Jukai Naturalist? Themself. They're going to attack because I would love to block. I didn't think they would. So we're going to go Shattered Sanctum. We're going to go Circuit Mender. We're going to gain 2 life. I'm not going to block because I want to block with it. We have the Skyfisher Spider as well. Calyx. Okay. I think that's going to have to go. I think we're going to have to play the Skyfisher. Okay. Spirited Companion. So we can't double block the Jukai Naturalist. Or do we just do it for the Jukai Naturalist? I think I want to block with the Circuit Mender. We will gain life, we'll draw a card, we get Morbid Opportunist, Chaplain of Alms. We miss a land drop, so the Skyfisher's out of the question. Extraction Specialist can't grab anything, so we might go Panicked Bystander and then Chaplain of Alms. So let's go Panicked Bystander, and then we go Chaplain of Alms. We're going to go no blocks. Missing the land drop is really tough, and it's probably going to put us way behind. Because they're going to, with the Jukai Naturalist, they're going to ossification. Oh, that card drives me up a wall sometimes. I think that this is a losing game for us, so which one are they going to grab? They're going to go grab a Panic Bystander, alright. As long as they didn't grab the Chaplain of Alms. Oh, I need the Skyfisher? Oh, well. If they're going to play two ossifications, I'm not going to keep going. Take the L. Take the L on that one. Missing that land drop was too tough on us. Ossifications are just going to do what they're going to do. Alright, so we are going to be going first. I'm going to keep it. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to... Well, I think that I'm going to play it tapped. I don't have anything to play on turn 2. So I want to go... the Chaplain. So we're going to go Plains, and we're going to go Chaplain. Now we're open to anything Guardian. Alright. We'll play the Deathcap. Remind me. Enlist, discard a card, gains indestructible. Okay. Circuit Mender. So we'll gain the 2 life. We're not going to block. See what the opponent chooses to do next. Looks like mono white. If I would lay down arms. Does that exile it? Exiles it. Alright. I have nothing to extract, so I think I'm going to play another Circuit Mender. We'll gain the 2 life. I'm not going to attack. We're going to sit back and wait. The Liesa is probably going to be one of the first things that they take out. Notice that the opponent missed a land drop. Whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1. Okay. If they're going to keep missing land drops, we're going to go Liesa. And we are going to attack. I'd love to see them block. They're not going to block. Okay. I didn't foresee them blocking. They got their land drop. Okay. So let's see what the opponent has. at the 3-drop. They've got to have something because they kept a hand with 2 lands. So they've got to have something big. That exile effect is really tough. Do I get it if they exile it? Return that card. Dies, okay. It's the dies part that I'm not sure about. I'm gonna go Spider first. I'm gonna sacrifice the Mender. I'd like to get rid of that. Gonna put an oil counter on. Fine with that. See what the opponent does. They've got to have some sort of protection. They discard a card, gains indestructibility. We draw a card. Archfiend of Dross. That works. What do they have for 3 mana? Let's go Circuit Mender, and we're going to keep the Leasa back. Circuit Mender is going to come back into our hand. We've got that ready to go. We have Archfiend ready to go. And the opponent's going to good game us. I was worried, so I didn't attack with the Leasa last turn because I was worried they had an Eiganjo. Didn't want to do something. Now that I think about it, in my head they would have had to block with the Eiganjo. I just didn't want to risk it. Wanted to keep the Leasa on the board. But that's a win. And welcome back. So, based off of the games that we were able to play, I think that the deck right now is in a state of limbo. I can't certify keep this, and I can't say that this is a drop. I can't say that because when we're on the play, we do pretty well. And then when we're on the draw, there are times where we are too slow to be able to keep up, as was shown in the enchantments game. When all we're drawing are our 1 drops, 2 drops, and 3 drops, the deck doesn't perform as well. The deck really performs well when we're getting into the 4 drops, the 5 drops, the 6 drops, and then our finishers at the 7 drops. Those are the big cards that we have. The Skyfishers have shown to be really important in the deck. The Leasa is really nice in the deck. The Archfiend's really nice in the deck. The Vorinclex, it can be nice. It's nice to have somebody that can trample and reach. It doesn't give us the forest that we need, but we've got a lot of things going. So I think that this deck needs some time in the shop to figure out what mixture of cards can really make this deck really start to go crazy. Because in this current moment, it's not good enough, but it's good enough. We just need to check on it and see how well this deck does later. So, that's the deck.